Hello students, I am Paramjit Kaur from Sant Ishwar Singh Ji Memorial Public School, Karamsar, Rada Sahib. Student, today we will start with the next poem of your book, First Flight, poem number 7, Animals. This poem is written by Walt Whitman. Yes, let me tell you about the poet first. Walt Whitman is a major figure in early American poetry. He broke the tradition of rhymed and metrical poetry. He was famous for writing a revolutionary new kind of poetry which was in free verse. The poem Animals is from his work Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass. So let me give a short introduction to the poem. Walt Whitman has shown comparison between human beings and animals in this poem, right? He has pointed out the evils present inside the human brain, which he thinks animals don't have. That is why he thinks that animals are much better than human beings. So let us start with the first stanza. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so blessed and self contained. I stand and look at them long and long. Now, see the difficult meanings, word meanings. Placid means calm, peaceful, you can say. Contain means keep up, control. So, in this stanza, the poet expresses his desire to turn away from human beings and live with animals because he feels that animals are calm, quiet, and contented. The poet indirectly comments on the restlessness, greed, and dissatisfaction among human beings. He is so much impressed by the natural qualities of animals that he prefers to live among them. He gazes at the animals for a long time. That means he kept on looking for a long time at the animals and desires to be with them. So, see, we are going to discuss the literary devices. See in the last line of this stanza, long, long, the word is used, and see here, lo, consonant sound has been used. So here alliteration has been used by the poet, and again in this long word, this word twice has been used by the poet. So here another literary device has been used by the poet, that is pun. Pun is a literary device in which poet plays upon a word using it to mean different things at the same time to create humor. So long is used twice by the poet. He means that uh, he stands and look upon the animals for a long time, and even he longs, he desires to be one of them. See the stanza second. They do not sweat and whine upon their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. No, not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the meaning of owning things. So see here, sweat means complaint. Here in the poem, sweat means complaint. Whine means cry. Sins means wrongdoing. So see the explanation. The poet continues with his appreciation of animals in contrast to human beings. The animals, according to Walt Whitman, are satisfied about their lot and never crave for anything. As they are innocent, they do not have to spend sleepless nights because they do not commit crimes or sins, and therefore they do not have to repent their actions. Means they do not have to feel sorry because they do not do something anything wrong. Because animals have clear conscience, they do not pray to God for forgiveness. All the animals are contented and do not hanker after worldly materialistic possessions. In this stanza, in fact, comment on the materialistic race among human beings to accumulate more and more has been done by the given by the poet. So let us see the literary devices used in this. In the first, second, third line, in the first, second, and third, these consecutive lines, the repetition of the words three, and they do not. In the first line also, poet has used the word phrase they do not. So repetition has been used here. When there is repetition of words at the start of the two or three consecutive lines, then the literary device used is anaphor here. See the next stanza. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relations to me, and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself. They evince them plainly in their possession. See the difficult word meanings. Kneels here means to bow down. Evince means to show or reveal. Possessions means ownership of something, means to have something. Tokens, especially here, means the qualities, the traits. So in this, poet Walt Whitman wants to go and live with animals because they enjoy equality and nobody has to bend before others. Animals do not bow before any saints or their ancestors, right? As the animals have such a sense of equality that none claims respect from others and none is burdened with sorrow. Means all the animals are equal. The poet appreciates the relations of animals and believes that once the qualities found in animals were human qualities, human beings have given up these virtues, these qualities, but animals have preserved them. So see the literary device used in the first line of this stanza. Not one. Not one is used in the first line, and see in the fourth line also, not one. Again it is used. So the repetition of words at the start of the word a line is called anaphora. So stanza 4. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge time ago and negligently drop them? Negligently means carelessly. Now, in the stanza, I stands for not only the poet or the narrator, but for human beings in general. You know, the poet believes that in good old times, human beings had the virtues, means they had good qualities like modesty, contentment, innocence, selflessness, which they have lost completely with the passage of time. Now, these qualities are to be found among animals. The poet remarks that animals have picked up these virtues from human beings, which have been dropped by the humans. The poet implies that animals have acquired the admirable traits while human beings have abandoned them completely. They have abandoned them, means they have left them completely. So here basically poet has talked about uh, traits, that good qualities that humans have left and animals have acquired. Means these qualities are still seen among the animals. So see the literary device used in this stanza. In the first line, poet has used wonder where they those. So see wonder where. Consonant W sound has been repeated at the start of this word wonder word W, where were is. So consonant sound has been repeated. So alliteration is used. Similarly, they those, in they and those, the consonant sound has been repeated. Next is in the same in the see token word has been used in the same line, that is uh, token is a metaphor. This literary device is metaphor because this word refers to human qualities like innocence, honesty and excitement. So with this, the explanation of this poem is over. Thank you students.